Bonneville, where are we?
We're still in the car park at Mercia Marina, and Wide Beam Ciao Bella is just down there.
She got it right.
Absolutely wow. Take 52.
Take 52. Now, remind me, Mr. Bonneville, to show the lovely viewers the new book. Well, not new book. We've borrowed a book off our good friends off Wide Beam Goldfinch, Neil and Paul, and we're going to do a little walk out of there. Where are we going?
We're going to a place called Ilam.
Double L-A-M.
No, it's I-L-A-M. It's pronounced Ilam.
Well, that's where we're going. Right, so next time you see me, I'll probably have a hat on my head. We'll show you the book, and we will, we'll pick back up when we get to the car park.
When we get to Ilam.
We have arrived. Sorry about the wind noise. It is really, really windy. Right, where's the book, Mrs. B? This is the book that we were referring to that we borrowed from our good friends Neil and Paul off Wide Beam Goldfinch. Short walks in the Peak District. It's by Collins, and there are 20 circular walks. And this is the one we're going to do today. By the way, it's a National Trust property.
That's where where we are,
yeah,
and what we're doing.
So if you are members of the National Trust, happy days. Another little thing that we should have said, because we do get asked, is there's adequate parking here. Look behind me. This is the car park. Now, time of filming this, it's 3rd or 4th of February? It's the 2nd of February, and it is a Wednesday. So there are a few cars here, but it's adequate parking. Like I say, if you're not National Trust members, it's a pay and display. Onwards! There we are, folks. If you want to pause your screen and have a little look, zoom in, that's where we've come to. And I say, we are on our way to the visitor centre, which is the first port of call. Right, onwards. Come on, Mrs. Bonneville, on a social media. Oh, we must be going the right direction. Look, visitor facilities. Let's get to the visitor facilities first.
Follow the path down steps to the riverside. To the riverside.
There you go, folks. There's a nice little cafe as well, which we'll probably be exploring shortly. Mrs. Bonneville, look, she's off on one. I've always said you can't do a walk without a good tea room, so we will definitely be having a look at that shortly. Right, Mrs. Bonneville.
Look at view.
Look at what?
Look at view. Look at that hill.
Look at view.
Over there, look.
Oh, look at this.
Isn't that lovely view?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Isn't that lovely? A little look at the house, which we understand has been turned over to the Youth Hostel Association. I'm just pleased a house or a building of that size is still being used. They soon go to rack and ruin, don't they? Anyway, right, let's just revisit the instructions, shall we, Mr. B? Right, so I've caught up with Mrs. Bonneville.
Do you know, it's beautiful. There's so many nice views.
Oh yeah, look at this. So we're literally, folks, about 100 yards from the main house, and we're going down. Oh yeah, we haven't got to walk up here, but that's where we're walking down. Now then, Mrs. Bonneville, what do we think so far?
It's really nice.
Cheers,
Nice.
it's lovely, isn't it?
Do you know, I was telling us to be in the car. The hall has been owned by several different people, and one of the latest people in about 1800. I can't remember the exact date, but it was just a really funny quote. So this lady's married Lord whatever he is of the hall, and she's travelling here by cart with her friend who's a reverend, and they finally get here and the reverend said, "Oh, welcome to paradise," and she says in a very miffed voice, "It must be paradise because we've just travelled through purgatory." And the thing is, it's so remote to get here, the tiny little roads, and you almost don't know it's here because it's so remote. So I just thought I'd just throw that in.
She's a man of activity, isn't she, with the old knowledge bits and pieces.
I am, but I never get it quite right. I never get the full story.
Bless her. God loves a tryer.
Exactly.
Right, let me just pan around, show you exactly where we are at the moment, folks. Lovely.
This is the River Manifold.
The River Manifold, isn't that the top of an exhaust system? River Manifold.
It's called the River Manifold. Google it, it's true.
Well, there you go. That's the River Manifold. Oh, blimey, Mrs. B.
Oh,
Now, the cameras never pick it up. You hold on to that railing,
I am.
because we do not want an accident. After you,
And if
it's
somebody's
on
gonna
camera.
fall, it's going to be me. I had a fall yesterday while out walking with wide-beam goldfinch. Have a look at the picture. I think you put one on Instagram.
Watch your footing now, and those massive Wellingtons.
You watch yourself.
Down she goes, look. I'm not going to film me doing it.
None of the steps are even.
Look at that. Wow. That's where we've just come down. You have to hold on to that rail. And it brings you out next to the River Manifold. What a name for a river. Hey, can I fish in there? By the way, Mrs. B, how long is this walk?
4.5 miles.
Oh, it's only a little one for us. It's 4.5 miles, folks. But I'm already getting a feeling this is going to be a very, very nice walk. Right. Come on then. Have you sent your tweet?
Yeah, they probably all go at once because there's no internet here. Blooming internet.
It's actually quite nice not to have internet every now and again. Do you not
what,
think?
Though? Look, we're right in a valley. Look at all the trees
Yeah,
around us.
look where we are, folks.
Yeah, it's just a massive trees.
Really is. Imagine this in the summer. It's just going to be a wall of green.
Yeah, it's going to be
I bet it looks quite nice in the autumn as well. There we are. Just up there on the left is where we've just walked down. Them steps just there. Sorry, Muff, what are we enjoying?
Because it's not busy. This is the time to do a walk into it in winter because it's not busy.
Yeah, we're antisocial walkers. Right, come on. We just stopped, folks, because we've just spotted a beautiful, beautiful little chaffinch. Beautiful birds. And I'm not even going to attempt to film it, but he's just literally on this tree where Mrs. Bonnell's looking now. Lovely. Oh, it's lovely.
Just tap, tap, tap.
Yeah. So then what have we come across here, Mrs. B?
I think this is the battle cross found when Watts Russell rebuilt the village.
Oh. Let's have a look.
Oh yeah.
There you go. During the rebuilding of the village in about 1840. Oh, there you go.
That actually looks like we're currently watching on Netflix a thing called The Sinner, and it looks like one of the episodes that we're watching looks like the rock that's in that. If you haven't watched The Sinner, that'll mean nothing to you, but if you have, you'll know what I mean.
Right, come on.
Probably dates from the middle of the 11th century. 11th
That's
century.
nearly as old as you.
Nearly.
And me. Should have also said thank you ever so much for the lovely feedback on our latest recorded podcast, and thank you for the patience. The audio was shocking. We've got some Mickey Mouse microphones which we will be sorting out, or have sorted out, and I got the wrong settings. It was the first time I had videoed again on the iPhone, so apologies, but hopefully this should prove it, that the picture's nice and
It was user
focused. It was user error,
error,
which she likes to tell me on a daily basis. Come on, Mrs. Bonneville's bag. Don't move. Look, John Merrill, we've not forgotten you, John. That was the original walking book, and we've got our badges to prove it.
Yeah.
But we've moved on.
Yeah.
So far, this book, let's have a look.
Well,
There you go. I like how it's laid out. Look, you've got a map here,
a little bit of
information, and the steps or the route is split into A, B, C. My type of book.
Yeah.
And at the front of it, just open the front of the book up. There's a really good map at the front. Great book. Really, really good book. And just turn the back over, Mrs. B. And as I say, it is a Collins, isn't it?
Yeah.
Collins Ramblers. Is it a Collins?
Yeah.
Yeah. Collins Ramblers Short Walks. Brilliant.
I'm sure we'll be doing more walks in
We
here.
definitely will be. Oh, by the way, hot gossip. Mrs. Bonneville's bought me paella. Now, judge away, but here in the UK, we have something called the Premier League darts. I am a huge dart fan. I know, but I love me darts. This coming Thursday, what will that be? The 4th?
Yeah, it's the second today.
Yeah, so the 4th of February.
Or 3rd, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, the 3rd of February, the Premier League darts start, and I'm getting a paella.
Now, the reason why he's really chuffed about that is because I don't like any seafood whatsoever. I don't like any. I don't like tuna, I don't like corn, I don't like seafood. And the smell of it is... So, for me to get him a paella, for me to get him a paella is a big deal, really, because it'll be really stinky.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to eat it tomorrow night on the boat. I might even film doing it. There we are, folks, just in case you're wondering. That's exactly where we are. And long may the fabulous National Trust continue. Seriously, if you're not a member, consider doing it. You've only got to do a couple of visits.
And now that the new rulings passed, I'm not going to say any more or get political, but now that the new rulings passed within the National Trust, brilliant.
Yep. Google that if you need any more info. Right, over the footbridge we go. We've got to walk up there. It's the only part of walking I do not like anymore, going uphill. Follow Mrs. B. Look at her. Oh, uphill we go. I said I wouldn't film me, I'm not filming me.
It's quite a wide Harry style.
What are you saying?
So you'll be alright.
I've lost a little bit of weight since Christmas. Cheeky mare. Oh, what a gradient.
And I have a feeling it goes a bit further up as well. But imagine the view. What we're looking at now is amazing. It's going to be even better when we get up here.
She always says that. She's a very good motivator. Because try to visualise me at the moment. Blotchy and sweaty, all hot and bothered. Welcome to the countryside. Goodbye, folks. Stage 1. Look. Look. I hope that picks it up. Oh. The top of there, I'll probably keel over. So, I won't see you again, YouTubers. You take care of yourselves. Look after Mrs. B for me.
What do we always say, though? It's far better to have all the uphill at the start of a walk. Like Square Hill up.
Yeah.
Do you know what that reminds me of?
There is Square Hill.
Can you remember Close Encounters of the Third Kind? When he kept seeing that mound and he made it out of mashed potatoes. Maybe we should come back at night and see if we can get in touch with the aliens.
the mashed potato mound.
Yeah, it made a
Content is king. Thanks for sticking with us, viewers,
mound
again.
out of mashed potato. If you've seen Close Encounters, you know exactly what I mean. If you haven't, watch it because it's a brilliant film.
Oh, welcome to the Heavy Breathing channel.
Oh, let's look at our heart rates pumping, won't it?
The book said this is an easy to moderate walk. We've got... Oh, dear me.
We can't quite see how far up we've got.
Little tip for you. What we tend to do is just count 100 steps and have a break.
Yeah, because if you look how I'm walking now, I'm almost level with the ground. That's nice.
Oh. You gonna count 100, Mrs. B? Yeah. I'll follow you. Blimey. You're suddenly approached with a quagmire. Please watch yourself, Mrs. B. Oh dear. Oh dear. We made it. Right.
This is a great walk, isn't it?
It is. We've got to follow this. Well, we hope this is the boundary wall to the right.
You know what we're like?
The quarter of a mile.
Yeah.
I've subtly taken the book from Mrs. B because she was getting a little bit ahead of herself.
I was prizing it like that and it was actually grab it out of my hand.
Right. Here we are, folks. We are right at the top. Now I'm going to zoom in. Can you see? Right down there, look, where those lights are flashing. That's where we parked. Let me zoom back out. How are you feeling, Mrs. B?
Invigorated.
Towards that path, in between that clump of trees up on the right and this little wooded area here on the left. So, I think we've broken the back of all the uphill stuff. But that was an absolute killer, that hill. Now then, I'm going to zoom in again, folks. Can you see?
I'm going to go and have a look.
That little hole. See it there? Mrs. Bonneville. And when we zoom out, Mrs. Bonneville
Hello?
is about... We've got to go on that track anyway. And that's the clump of trees that I referred to earlier. But Mrs. Bonneville is going to go and investigate that subterranean, we think, cave hole in the ground.
If anybody's watched the film, no, Mr. B wants to watch this because it's a horror film, but if you ever watch the film Ascent, I'm going to be very careful, and believe me, I can run if I need to. That's all I'm saying.
Right, go on then. Dear, look, you can't even see it's that. Oh, that's. Are you really going up there, my love?
Yeah, we'll get level on it, and then you can just film me going up.
All right.
I've got to see what it is.
I'm not built to go up there anymore.
I'll start my ascent. Wish me luck.
Good luck, Mrs. B.
Let's go see what that is.
Oh dear, up she goes, look. All those molehills in a, well, almost perfectly straight line. Can someone please tell me what that is about? Consider yourself very lucky I'm on film because I'm still hot and blotchy. I had a question on our website, lovelifetriumph.co.uk, which I'm not going to put in the next podcast because it can be easily answered now. And it was, what waterproof jacket am I wearing? It is a mountain, I don't know, it's somewhere here, Mountain Warehouse. Honestly, I think this thing was £30. We bought it in the sale.
I've got one as well.
Was it a year ago?
Be about a year ago.
About a year ago. It was reduced from 70. I think we paid 30.
30.
And I swear to God, this thing does not let a drop of water in. Now then, folks, as I say, we keep, well, we're being very positive about the book because it is great. Now, what we may not like is the fact that we've come to the next little instruction, which is taking us left for 3/4 of a mile along a road. We hate walking along roads, don't we, Mrs. B?
Yeah.
But what we will say, we don't want to tempt fate, is we think this will be a very quiet one.
Well, it's so isolated, this
Yeah.
place, that just the odd car would see.
It is.
So
en route to Cold Wall Farm, 3/4 of a mile down this road. There we are, Cold Wall Farm. Apparently we've got to go through the farmyard and turn left into the field. Shot of Mashed Potato Hill, and we've got to go all the way down there to that bridge and turn left, I think, folks. Yeah. Got about 1.5 miles to go, it says in the book. Woo! Little word of warning, do come in the winter here. It's a lovely walk, but the last, I don't know, mile down by the river Manifold is treacherous.
Look at our boots.
Wow, so behind us is the bridge coming into the little village centre, which we're going to go and explore now. The light is rapidly disappearing. Marks out of 10, Mrs. B, for the walk.
10. Very arduous. It says in the book that it's easy to moderate. Well, it wasn't easy to moderate.
No, it wasn't.
That hill was like that.
Yeah, it was. But brilliant walk.
The views are amazing.
Yeah, they are. We're going to have a little look in the village now, do a little bit of filming because the light is rapidly going, and see if we can get a cup of coffee. The last, I think, little kissing gate before we go over the bridge, which we've just shown you.
That's nice, isn't it? That's attractive.
I think the tea room is still open. I've left Mrs. Bonnable down here. She's doing some more social media. It's a nice view of the church up behind her. Lovely. Right. Next image you see will be me, hopefully with a scone in my mouth. Goodbye. Look how the sun has just hit that side of the hill. Just waiting for Mrs. B. Here she comes. Wasn't going to say anything, but Mrs. B's caught the sun a bit. Look, she's got rosy cheeks.
I think it's windburn.
I think you're drinking gin on the quiet.
I look like an Aunt Sally doll.
Now then, folks, behind us is the church. I just want to shove this in. Shove this in. I just want to add this into the vlog. I follow a couple of photography channels just because I love what they do. James Poppis, Thomas Heaton and Photo Tripper. And Thomas Heaton particularly, landscape photographer. They all do landscape photography, but he always talks about the light and the sun hitting certain parts of the landscape. And I've done a clip, hopefully up there, that Mrs. B might put in terms of the sun hitting that little hilltop behind. First time ever that I've seen what he actually means by the light really creating an atmosphere in terms of photography. Hope that makes sense. But wonderful. I know, look at me.
It could be a Mr. B photographic channel.
No, could you imagine Mr. B photographs? It'd be point and shoot. Right, come on, let's go and have a look at that church. But I did want to put that in, seriously. It was a wonderful moment where the sun just caught half of the hillside. Right, folks, as I say, we haven't filmed in there out of respect. Wonderful church. I know times are difficult for a lot of folk wherever you are in the world with the economy and one thing and another, but my only little, as I say, we're not a political or a religious channel, but if you've got a couple of quid or a couple of pound or a couple of dollars, a couple of euros when you're visiting churches, just pop them in the donation box, because this church is beautiful, but it needs some money spending on it, and it's such a shame.
Rely on donations,
of course they do, yes.
So sure we've got some
yeah. Whatever you can give. We've only give £4. That's all we've got on us. It does. Right, we're going to sign off now, aren't we, my love? And say thank you for watching.
Yes.
And we will see you on the next Mr. and Mrs. B adventure somewhere where we get lost.
Yeah, subscribe.
Yes, like, subscribe, hit the bell button. Come on. Seriously, subscribe. What's Mrs. B doing? She's trying to send a Twitter.
Yeah.
You mean a tweet? Give her a follow. She deserves it. She puts some work in, doesn't she?
He'll be wearing his food if he's not careful.
Ooh, that's what I call Elsa the lion. What you have to do with Mrs. Bonneville View is just, she's a chunker, manager, sentence by sentence.
I'm going to manage you in a minute.
She's doing very well. On that post. It's just for footage, really, love.
Paleontologist.
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 Do you mean you can't get through?
No, can't look it.
Oh.
Island.
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 Goodbye.